Alright, we finna react to Tales of Toronto. Crazy story of NHS Kenzo, man.
Today we arrested another individual, Kevin George, 21 years of age from Toronto. We believe that he is the other initial shooter, and he has been charged with 4 counts of aggravated assault, 7 counts of firearms-related offenses, and 1 count of fail to comply with recognizance.
Ready to arm, rocket, ready to arms, ready to gun, ready to arms, 321, 3 PK, not a fuck your rocket, fuck out of us.
Kevin George is believed to be a Toronto rapper who goes by the name Kenzo.
Don't mean the right little niggas are dead and how come niggas don't ride for the death?
That was a crazy track. I ain't gonna lie, Dead Friends by Kenzo is a crazy
26-year-old Kevin George, aka NHS Kenzo, is
damn, wait, he's 26? Nigga, god damn.
the Toronto
God, that
rapper
can't be right. Kenzo's not 26. Y'all tell me he can't be 26. So he's like 23.
reigning from Connections, an infamous block on the south side of Jane and Finch. Over the years, the troubled block has received much attention for its high crime rate and gang activity. What makes the situation worse is that their rivals are located within the same community, but up on the north side, which has since been labeled as up top. Crews on the north and south side have been at odds for decades, and with them being housed in such close vicinity of each other, it has led to a rash of violent crimes resulting in the deaths of not only numerous gang members, but innocent victims as well. Raised in a clearly hostile environment, it would be...
That's one thing, let me say this. For all y'all Americans watching, bro, whether you guys are watching on YouTube, Twitch, whatever platform you guys are seeing this on, bro, Toronto gets active. I don't know what y'all think it is, and niggas think it's sweet and just, hey, mate, or whatever. I don't know how y'all think we talk, bro. Or like, good day, mate, or A, or maple syrup, whatever y'all think, bro. Canada ain't sweet, bro. I don't know how you guys think we talk, but it ain't sweet like you guys think it is, bro. Americans think like it's just a bunch of white dudes playing hockey and shit. Like, we got some savages out here, and I don't know. One thing I could say is that in Toronto, like, when rappers, this is just for rappers though, when rappers get to dissing, it's not like America. You can't really go move to a next state or a next province. Niggas are coming to get you. Like, that's the one thing. I feel like Americans this way more and there's less repercussion.
No surprise when Kenzo would become deeply entrenched in the street politics surrounding his block. However, it didn't start out this way. During the early years of his life, he made attempts to steer himself on the right path by playing basketball, and by the time he reached his teens, he started showing glimpses of being a star hooper.
This one.
That's how you're moving, K-Sap!
He had an abnormal level of athleticism which made up for his small stature, but by the time he was out of high school, his hoop dreams would be cut short. With a couple of childhood friends from the south side of Jane and Finch, he formed a music group called NHS, an abbreviation for Never Had Shit. It featured a roster full of heavy hitters, including Doovie, JJ, and Little BK. They began dabbling into music by posting and deleting songs as early as 2015, and it only took 3 years for them to take off. On April 22nd, 2018, Doovie would release a music video titled Gotta Stack It, which gained immediate
I'm so sorry, bro. Gotta Stack It, on God, is one of the most... That's a crazy track.
Traction within Toronto's underground rap scene.
Man, all of this green, count money like I'm youngster. You ain't seen what I seen. Connect City, we ain't average.
You don't know what I mean.
The song, now sitting at 500,000 views, was just the spark NHS needed. Over the course of the next 3 years, the crew would put out several hits, amassing millions of views. As a whole and individually, the NHS boys were making a name for themselves fast as their fan base was growing exponentially, but by the end of 2020, the crew would be hit by news that would trigger a deadly domino effect, ultimately costing the careers and lives of several members.
Inside one of these Beamsville townhomes last night after reports of gunfire inside a residence.
This appears to be a targeted incident.
On November 1st, 2020, JJ would be at a townhouse located in Niagara Falls. Reports indicated he was there for a party, with more than a dozen people inside of the home. As the party went into the morning, shots would ring out in the living room. Everyone in the home ran out, but a neighbor who heard the commotion called the police. When officers arrived to the home, they found JJ's lifeless body with a single gunshot wound to the head. Almost immediately after his death was announced, JJ was mocked relentlessly by rival gangs.
R.I.P. JJ! Goof, you guys have to get it. JJ got it the worst. He got it in his dreams. Yo, my You thought Niagara?
No, top 5 used to be tweaking on the live during COVID. I ain't gonna lie to you. You be tweaking.
Those betting days are done, goof. See you on the other side.
Look at this, you. Look how he dyed his hair. Just look how he dyed his hair. He dyed his hair blonde. Like blonde and red. Goof. Where's NHS?
Fuck a gold tips. Oh, don't tell me. I'm not kidding.
You're from Lane? Oh, get out of here.
No, that's
you're
funny,
baby.
Bro. That's funny. Said you from Lane?
What the?
That's crazy.
You get packed and he blocked every night. Like, I never knew. I didn't know where the fuck. I never heard of them. They're not relevant.
Pop with a cut and go boom. Check the time, it's looking like noon. Yeah, catch a nigga on the news. Make him fly balloons. You should know how we do. Yeah, nigga, I don't trust you. Dead body, this shit comes soon. Spit his black typhoon. I cannot fuck with you.
Just a month after the loss of JJ, Kenzo would release a song featuring his late friend. Eerily titled Dead Friends, the song broke 100K with ease and is now sitting at 200,000 views. Just a week after that, Kenzo would drop another song which featured the now incarcerated Lil BK.
Who run the streets, yeah. Who run the streets? Caught a op out of place while I was running through the streets, yeah. Who run the streets, yeah. Who run the streets? Caught a op, had the flame while I was running through the sheets, yeah.
The track aimed at the fallen up top affiliate, Houdini, shook the scene with some stun by not only the lyrics, but how BK was able to film a music video while on the run. Starting off 2021, Kenzo would continue to release hits, with songs like Leakers and Ran It Up. It's clear Kenzo wasn't fazed by any of the noise surrounding the death of his best friend. If anything, he was fueled by it. Kenzo was evidently back in prime form, but by the summer of that year, his rise to stardom would come crashing down. Fast forward to June 19th, Kenzo, who was just recently bailed out of jail for a gun possession charge, would host a birthday party for his 1-year-old son. It would take place in Rexdale, in a neighborhood called Tandridge. Among the friends and family members at the party was also Damar Cadogan, aka D-Boy. D-Boy was not only Kenzo's baby mother's new boyfriend, but he was also a member of the Queens Drive Crips. Although the gang's activity has slowly dissipated in recent years, they are most known for being involved in a violent shootout with Pressa at a downtown Toronto condominium, which resulted in 2 Queens Drive members being kidnapped and tortured. According to sources at the scene, the party started off normal, but towards the afternoon, things quickly turned sour. Cameras at the scene captured Kenzo in the red hat and Damar in the black shirt having a conversation.
I ain't gonna lie, like, if the girl, okay, so for y'all who don't know, so this is the old nigga, this the new nigga.
While 2 men were standing behind D-Boy. All 4
is walking over like that, and she pulling on him, he's brushing her off. Nigga, and I'm chipping it. I'm gone. I already know. Like, you could just tell from this video alone what's about to happen.
4 of them were carrying concealed firearms. In the background, dozens of children can be seen playing amid balloons, including Kenzo's 1-year-old son, who was held by Kenzo's mother. Seconds later, the conversation between the 2 men.
Whoa. I just bad that bro was blicking, and his mom was in the crowd. So I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy, bro. I don't know the ins and outs, so I can't really speak on it, but that's still crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Would seem to escalate to the point where Kenzo decides to walk away, with Damar following right behind, uttering something in the process. Whatever Damar said seemed to have triggered Kenzo as he stopped dead in his tracks and reached into his waistband. Damar noticed and began reaching into his waistband as well, but before he can pull anything out, shots are fired. A gunfight between Kenzo and Damar would ensue, with 2 of Kenzo's affiliates joining as well. All 4 men began firing recklessly at each other as children and partygoers scattered in fear. CCTV footage shows Damar breaking one of his legs in an attempt to flee as Kenzo and his associates unload shots at him. Damar would eventually drag himself towards safety, while Kenzo and his people would take off shortly after the gun battle.
That was crazy. I think he tripped.
A birthday party on a warm evening with balloons and bouncy castles the night before Father's Day.
It's disgusting. They have no respect, and it hurts my heart. Like, I couldn't even sleep last night to just think about like how someone could actually come at a 1-year-old birthday party and do this.
Toronto police say shots were fired just before 8 p.m. Saturday,
hitting a 1-year-old boy, a 5-year-old girl, and an 11-year-old boy, as well as a 23-year-old man.
Unfortunately, in Toronto, innocent victims aren't uncommon when it comes to gang violence, and June 19, 2021 was just another example. By the end of the 20-second gunfight, with a total of 22 rounds fired, 4 partygoers were hit, including 3 children, one of them being Kenzo's son, who was grazed in the head by a bullet. Fortunately, he made a quick recovery, but the other 2 kids weren't as lucky. A 5-year-old girl was shot in the head and left in a 5-day coma after she had surgery to remove the bullet lodged in her head. Bullet fragments remain in her brain, and during her long, slow recovery, she had to wear a specialized helmet while suffering from constant headaches. An 11-year-old boy who was hit in the butt was also left with a permanent limp. D-Boy, the intended target, sustained several bullet wounds to his lower back and legs and was taken to a hospital immediately. Although he miraculously survived, he was arrested on several firearms-related offenses and taken into custody. Kenzo was captured a few weeks later and charged with discharging a firearm with intent to endanger life and 2 counts of aggravated assault. It would take nearly a year for trial to begin, but when it did, the first person called to testify was Kenzo's baby mother and Damar's now ex-girlfriend, Joy Leach. Ontario Court Judge Peter Fraser agreed to the prosecution's request to declare the 20-year-old Joy a hostile witness after the young mom spent the day giving evasive and non-responsive answers while testifying. "What can you tell us about who was shooting at your son's birthday? Tell us everything you know about what happened," Prosecutor Paul Zambanini asked. With no emotion or expression, Joy replied, "I don't know nothing." By day's end, Zambanini warned Joy to tell the truth. "There are consequences for lying under oath," he said, suggesting she talk to a lawyer. By the next trial date, nothing had changed. The veteran Crown Attorney again pointed to surveillance footage showing Joy standing between the 2 men just before they drew their weapons. "So Kenzo starts firing bullets in the direction of your baby and his own mother, and your son gets grazed by a bullet," Zambanini said while gesturing towards Kenzo, who was sitting in a prisoner box. "You are right in the middle of these 2 men immediately before the shooting starts. You can't dispute that. We can see it right there." Leach hesitantly agreed, then added, "I don't see nothing." Zambanini shook his head in disbelief. "What do you mean you didn't see nothing? Everybody is running and there's gun smoke, bullets flying, and this man is shot in the legs. You're right there in the middle of it. Are you really telling this judge, I don't know what happened, I wasn't there?" Ms. Leach was then confronted with a horrifying image of a 5-year-old girl lying on the grass with a gunshot wound to the head and someone clutching her tiny hand. The image was taken from a first responder's body-worn camera. Joy's composure cracked. She started weeping and buried her head in her hands. Zambanini implored her, "I want you to tell this judge the truth. Who is that man we see on the video shooting into the birthday party? Tell the judge the truth and I won't ask you a single other question." Joy's tears continued to flow for several minutes while Zambanini threw up another picture on the computer monitor, this one of a man wearing a red hat and white t-shirt with the words "Daddy Shark" written across the front. "Who is that?" Zambanini asked. "I'm not sure," Joy said, choking back tears, before the judge agreed to her request for a break. After she returned from the hallway, Zambanini stated it was obvious Joy is trying to keep Kenzo out of trouble. "Isn't that why you're testifying like you are today, not remembering the simplest of things, lying to this judge? You're just trying to protect him," he said, before announcing he had no further questions. At his sentencing hearing, Kenzo showed no emotion as he listened to the judge from the prisoner's dock, glancing occasionally at about a dozen friends and family members sitting in the courtroom. They included his son, who is now old enough to walk, and Joy Leach, who burst into tears and fled the courtroom after Judge Fraser delivered the final verdict.
Damn. 11 years is crazy. Wait. I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. Because last video we watched, I think it was Germs. The nigga killed him and he only got 5 years. This nigga, I mean, he did shoot up a baby party, a baby's party. That's kind of crazy, I ain't gonna lie. But 11 years is a kind of OD. I feel like maybe an 8-piece, 7, 8-piece, 6 on good behavior. You feel me? I feel like 11 is too much. Especially in Canada, 11 is too much for this. 11 is too much, but it's still crazy, bro. 5 years. That's crazy, bro. Perjury. Damn. Gets crazy. It gets crazy in Canada. There's a bunch of crazy shit. It's not just all rainbows and whatever y'all think goes on over here. Maple syrup, rainbows, candy, and I don't know what y'all think about Canada, bro, if y'all from the States. But it's not as sweet as y'all think over here, man. If you guys do want to see more Toronto-type videos, documentaries that I could react to, just y'all let me know in the comments down below if y'all fucking with it for real. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm going to catch y'all at the next one. We out.